So as mentioned, I'm the CEO and co-founder of a company called BadVR. We allow you to quite literally step inside your data. We use augmented and virtual reality to visualize really large, complex data sets. So starting off, we have an amazing team. We're headquartered here in Los Angeles, California. It says we're a team of 13 people, but we recently just added 2 more. So now we're a team of 15. The sort of key personnel, me, Suzanne Borders, my background is in product and UX design. For the past 6 years prior to founding BadVR, I was a product designer and a UX designer, specifically for data visualization and analytics tools, but in the 2D dimension, with a specific focus on providing those tools to non-technical end users. I worked at companies such as Remine and Crexy that did these visualizations and delivered them to real estate agents. So I hit every conceivable limitation offered by these 2D visualizations, which is what inspired me to add third, fourth, and fifth, sixth dimensions to the data visualization and analytics process. My co-founder is Jad Miushi. He's the CTO. He's the brains behind the operation in terms of the engineering side. He also has experience in psychology. So all of us coming together really focused on making data accessible to normal, non-technical end users. We have Rita, who's our CFO. She has an MBA. She's been a CPA for many years. And then Brian Wong, who's our VP of engineering, who has an interesting background in biochemistry and neuroscience. So anyways, the problem that we're looking to address is how do you convert over 1 million data points into one single decision? Right now, the tools that we use to look at data sets make the analysis extremely slow. They also make the analysis very inaccessible to people who are not highly trained. So you have to hire data scientists and data analysts to do the analysis, to perform the analysis, which creates a bottleneck between the data and the people who need that data to make daily operational decisions. Many of the tools are antiquated. So it's really crazy if you think about it. The nature of data has changed dramatically over the past 50 years, 100 years. But the tools that we're using to work with that data have not fundamentally changed. Back in the 1940s or 50s, we were still using, or we were using pie charts and line graphs. And today, we're still using pie charts and line graphs, despite the fact that the data sets that we're looking at and engaging with have changed dramatically. So the solution to that problem, we believe, is the addition of immersion to the process of analysis and visualizing these data sets. Immersion democratizes insight, essentially providing a tool that allows data to be accessible to the rest of us. Putting the data sets into augmented and virtual reality makes them much more accessible, allowing people to collaborate more effectively, bringing these data sets to non-technical end users, allowing them to discover and share things, and exponentially increasing ultimately the value of these data sets. So our product basically is a data visualization, immersive data visualization and analytics platform. We sync to data sets, which can either be on-prem, we can pull it from a cloud. We do not have our own cloud, so we don't have cloud dependencies, but we can utilize other people's clouds, or we can pull from an on-prem data set. We then put it through our real-time processing engine using proprietary AI and ML algorithms, and then ultimately display it in a headset, whether that be AR or VR. We also can display the data on tablets and mobile phones. So ultimately, we're headset hardware agnostic, but delivering this end product immersively, allowing everybody to interact with that data. So the platform features, like I said, we're focused on providing tools for non-technical end users, really focused heavily on interface design, making it really understandable and easy to use. Another differentiator for our product is a real-time interactivity. So once you're within that immersive experience, you're actually able to interact with the data. You're not looking at a static model. You're not looking at a historical model. You can bring in real-time live data and interact with it in real time within the immersive experience. As I mentioned, we also have cloudless deployments. We support VR and AR on mobile phones and tablets. And like I said, hardware agnostic. So whatever headset you have, we can utilize it. Here are some screenshots from one of our products called AROC, Augmented Reality Operations Center. This brings together multiple disparate types of data sets, whether those be geospatial or non-geospatial, and puts them together into one easy to understand intuitive interface. So in this instance, this was for public safety. I believe this instance was for an active shooter, allowing people to bring together a bunch of different live data streams and make better real-time decisions, and allowing everyone to see the same data sets simultaneously. Then we have a product called C-Signal, which is essentially X-ray vision for your RF signal networks. So this allows you to actually see your Wi-Fi, cellular, or Bluetooth data overlaid in real time in your real environment. So if you want to actually see your networks for the first time, this allows you to do that. This is reducing the time spent for network planning. It helps diagnose and trace connectivity issues, and it can direction find transmitters. So this allows you to essentially see networks, troubleshoot networks, and then also see and understand how those networks interact with your real world environment. We have an couple amazing customer stories. Douglas Merrill, the former CIO of Google, was our first customer. He really believes in the power of looking at data immersively. And then, of course, Roni, who's the former CEO of Magic Leap, who's a big believer in us as a company, and specifically our C-Signal product. We were part of their independent creators program and received some grant money from Magic Leap early on. So the company history, we're funded primarily through grants, contracts, and awards from these organizations. We've raised a little bit of outside pre-seed angel investor money, but mostly for the last maybe year and a half, funded through our own revenue and through these grants and contracts. So anyways, that's me, BadVR, Step Inside Your Data. I'm Suzanne Borders, the CEO and co-founder. I would love to take any questions that you may have, and thanks again for the opportunity to pitch.